Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to JCHS High School for this afternoon's baseball contest between your JCHS High School Cardinals and the visiting Blue Devils of Fairhaven High School. This is Tyler Clark, Swansea Community Network, here to bring you a little bit of history here in the town of Swansea with our first ever broadcast live baseball game in the history of Case High School. I'm very happy to be able to bring this to you, going solo in this game on the broadcast. I might have some friends join me in future broadcasts during this year, but we will see about that. Case comes in with a 1-1 record. They play the 2-1 Fairhaven Blue Devils. Case off of a loss last game to the DR Falcons in extra innings, and the Blue Devils off of a victory in their last game. The Cardinals, we have junior Austin Silva out there on the mound. He will not be hitting in this game. He's just going to be doing the pitching here for the Cardinals going forward. Making sure I have his year of graduation correct, and I do. Take you around the Case defensive side of things. Reed Olmsteiner will be at first. Gavin Sale will be at second. Jacob Weisberg at short. And at third will be freshman Jet Vadabunker. The outfield, left field, Aaron Sellers. Center fielder Aiden Borges. Right fielder Lucas Bulio. Junior Ethan Raposo will be the DH in this game, hitting for Austin Silva. The Fairhaven Blue Devils line up top to bottom. A lot of seniors on this roster for the Blue Devils. Luke Cathcart will start it off, followed by Nick LaJoy, Evan LaMontagne, Jackson Williams, Ryan Pyers, Matt Moniz, Aiden Smith, Jackson Pont, and Kyle Soares is the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Starting it off is going to be senior left fielder Luke Cathcart as we get underway here. Silva poised and ready out there for his first at bat of the game. Game a little bit delayed start, supposed to be a 3:45 start. We're tipping off, or first pitch a little bit after 4:10. Fairhaven had some busing issues, and we are underway here at Case High School with a called first strike to get things started here this afternoon on Cathcart. Silva, junior pitcher. As I said before, Coach Dave Ostrider said he was feeling a little under the weather this week, so he will not be doing any hitting, just pitching. He's off to a very quick start with 2 called strikes on Cathcart. Oh, 2 pitch to get things going with the opening batter here, and that ball's going to miss low. The count will go to 1-2 on the senior Blue Devil. Their starting lineup, they have 6 seniors and 3 sophomores do the Blue Devil, so a very senior-heavy team. And that ball skips in the dirt as well. It's going to go to 2-2 on Cathcart, the left-handed hitter for the Blue Devils. Silva doesn't waste any time out there on the mound. He's ready to go. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And foul ball, foul tip, I should say. And Cathcart stays alive. Count remains at 2-2. We pitch number 6 coming up from Silva. Misses a little up and away. And that count goes full, 3-2 to the Fairhaven leadoff hitter. And in the air down the left field line, that's going to drift foul on top of the batting cage and skips around out there, I believe, in the bullpen. And he stays alive. Good at bat here from Cathcart. He was down 0-2 to get it started, and he's fought back at 2 foul balls. Still have a 3-2 count here. The opening hitter of the game for either team, top of the first. And breaking ball is going to miss in the dirt. And Cathcart works a walk to get it started. Number 2 hitter is going to be senior Nick LaJoy, the center fielder for the Blue Devils. Very early game for both teams. Case's third game, Fairhaven's fourth. Pick-off play at first, and Cathcart slides back in safe. Slide step, bunt attempt, popped up and foul over the fence. And that'll be strike one on LaJoy. Speed on the base paths in form of the Fairhaven leadoff hitter, Luke Cathcart. This is 0-1 coming up to LaJoy. They already had one pickoff attempt at first. Here's the pitch outside. Silva going with the slide step, though not a full stretch. Speed at first. 1-1 count coming up to LaJoy. Center fielder for the Blue Devils. Here's Silva's pitch. He's off for second. The throw down. It's a good throw, and he's out. Devin Murphy guns down Cathcart at second. That throw was on a seam. Slide step to help too, and that's the first out of the game. 2-1 count coming up to LaJoy. And that's on the ground to third. Play is made, the throw to first, and it gets away from the first baseman. And he will reach on an error there. It looked like it was made by Jet Vadebunker out there, but I'm not sure what happened at first there with Reed Olmschneider. The ball ended up getting away, so regardless, LaJoy reaches on an error. And that brings up Evan LaMontagne, the senior pitcher for the Blue Devils. Pick-off play at first, sliding back in is LaJoy safe. LaMontagne, number 4. 3 seniors to start the lineup for the Blue Devils. Slide step again. Ball's in for a strike. The umpires in this game, home plate is Josh Amaral, and Larry Thomas will be the base umpire. And that's in for a strike as well. 0-2. 2 strikes now on LaMontagne. Silva pitching well in the inning right now. Pick-off play at first again. Sliding back in is LaJoy. And the ball misses a little up. Possibly a little outside. It's hard to tell. I'm sitting down the third baseline to the right of the Case dugout. It's hard to see if that pitch misses off the plate where it missed, regardless. I believe it's a 1-2 count on LaMontagne here. Puts it in the air, right center field, into the gap. Is anyone going to track that down? The play is made out in center by Aiden Borges, and there's 2 away in the inning. How many pitches? 16 pitches so far for Silva. Sophomore Jackson Williams, the right fielder, up to the plate for the Blue Devils. 2 away in the first inning. LaJoy slides in safe. Luke Cathcart got it started for the Blue Devils with a walk. He was thrown out at second trying to steal. LaJoy reached on an error. LaMontagne flew out to center. That ball misses up. Jackson Williams, left-handed sophomore for the Blue Devils, and that it's fouled behind. It'll be 1-1 now. Runner off for second. Murphy's going to throw it down, but he's going to be in there safe. There's a breaking pitch in the dirt, unfortunately. LaJoy reaches on a stolen base. And they have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the inning. And that's a check swing to Weisberg at short. The throw on to first, and they got him by a step, and the inning is over. Check swing ground ball ends the inning. Blue Devils leave one on. They don't get any hits in the inning. And the lineup will turn over now to the Cardinals for their first at-bat of the game as they face senior Evan LaMontagne out there on the mound for the Blue Devils. Let me go through quickly for you. The Fairhaven infield, starting at third base, is going to be senior Ryan Pyers. Second base, senior Matt Moniz. Shortstop will be senior Aiden Smith. Third base, sophomore Kyle Soares. And then the outfield, Luth Cathcart, as we said before, will be in left field. Nick LaJoy in center and Jackson Williams in right. They do not have a DH. Everyone who is hitting is also playing the field. The battery makes up of Evan LaMontagne, the pitcher, and then Jackson Pont, the sophomore catcher for the Blue Devils. The case lineup from top to bottom. We'll get started with sophomore Aaron Sellers, followed by junior Jacob Weisberg, junior Aiden Borges hitting third, junior Devin Murphy fourth, junior Reno Oldschneider fifth. Lucas Bullio, the only senior in the lineup for the Cardinals, will be batting sixth. Freshman Jet Vadabunker comes in at seventh. Junior Ethan Raposo will be hitting eighth, and then sophomore Gavin Sale will be hitting ninth. Austin Silva, the pitcher, will not be hitting right now in the game. Ethan Raposo is the DH for the Cardinals as they get ready to face off against LaMontagne. Cardinals off a tough loss on Wednesday against Dighton Rehoboth. They dropped that game in extra innings and went to 9 innings. JJ Sylvia and I were actually broadcasting the lacrosse game live down on the football field. We could see the game going on up here, but we did not know what was going on in the game. But it was a 9-inning extra inning loss from the Cardinals to Dighton Rehoboth. Let me pull up the Case baseball schedule. See what we have coming up and what's happened so far for the Cardinals. As I said, they came in with a 1-1 record. They knocked off the Bristol Plymouth Regional Voc Tech High School 12-9 in the opening game, and they dropped the last one to Dighton Rehoboth 6-3 in 9 innings. They have another game coming up against Bristol Plymouth, and then they follow with games at Seekonk, at Greater New Bedford Voc versus Dartmouth, and at Bourne, to name a few coming up. If you're watching this live, we thank you for your support of Swansea Community Network. As I said before, my name's Tyler Clark. I've been doing Swansea Community Network games for a very long time now. I graduated from Case in 2009. I started camera work for the school in 2008. About 2013, I switched over to broadcasting games for them, and I pretty much stayed ever since. I had a couple years off in between, but I'm back. We'll see if I have anyone else who do games with me this year. But I love coming back to Case High School doing their games. Baseball, softball, we do lacrosse now as well. The games are covering here in the spring. Happy for the support, whether you're watching this on our YouTube channel or on local cable channel number 95. We always appreciate the support. And a called first strike, to Aaron Sellers gets us started here in the bottom of the first. Sellers, Weisberg, Borges due up for the Cardinals against LaMontagne. The pitcher out for the Blue Devils. And Sellers fouls that behind as that narrowly avoids the cars out there. That is why I did not park out there. I parked in the lot. Those batted balls.
Go to center field and get that camera because it keeps cutting out. It's too far away.
0-2 count to Sellers.
He sounds great. It's picking up.
And a called third strike. LaMontagne gets his first K of the game.
Go all the way around.
Sellers down on strikes. Sophomore Jacob Weisberg. left-handed hitter, right-handed shortstop. He was a key member of the team last year as a sophomore. Out now for his junior year of action. This case lineup is very junior heavy. 5 juniors in the starting lineup, along with a senior, 2 sophomores, and a freshman for the Cardinals. Weisberg fouls that behind as well. Montaigne looks locked in so far for the Blue Devils. Fairhaven always a tough matchup for Case, pretty evenly sized schools. And way high foul behind and into the tree in the neighboring yard. They'll send the fan after that ball. And Weisberg will try again. 0-2 to Weisberg. Montaigne already has 1 strikeout. He's looking for another one here. And stays alive as Weisberg. It's a piece. Looked like an off-speed pitch there from LaMontagne. Empire just came out and handed that ball to him. Not sure if he said anything in addition to that. And Weisberg will try again. Still 2 strikes on him. Aiden Borges waits on deck for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Breaking ball, very low. Another 2-strike pitch coming up to Weisberg. And he got him looking there. I'm a team with 2 strikeouts to get a start against the Case lineup here. Both looking, and that brings up Aiden Borges, the junior center fielder for the Cardinals, looking to put the ball in play. 2 called third strikes to start the Case lineup. Montaigne looking quite sharp. And that's going to miss low and outside. It'll be 1-0 to Borges. Borges had a good defensive play in the top of the first to help his pitcher out. And that's fouled back and behind. And Devin Murphy will go grab that ball. He waits on deck. He still has the shin guards on, leg guards. 1-1 here to Borges. And that's in for a called strike. It'll be 1-2. LaMontagne looking for a perfect inning here. As a pitcher, you always want 3 at-bats and 3 strikeouts. He's 1 strike away from that happening. And he got all 3 strikeouts. Looking in the first inning. Masterful job out there from Evan LaMontagne. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals, 3 strikeouts. And as we head into the second, it's a 0-0 game. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Blue Devils. Ryan Pyers, Matt Moniz, and Aiden Smith facing off against Silva, who threw 20 pitches in the first inning. And then LaMontagne threw 12. Thank you to the scorekeeper sitting to my left. like I said before, thank you for your support of Swansea Community Network. If you're watching this game live, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. Our first ever live broadcast of a baseball game. Weather dependent, we're hoping to bring the softball game Monday at 4 o'clock at Brown School Field live as well. Of course, with these spring sports, you never know what the schedule will hold for those in terms of rain or meeting conflicts or really whatever else. We only did one baseball game all of last year. It was against Seekonk High School. A 4-2 Warriors victory was that one. But last spring, it was extremely wet, and we just very limited in the games that we could bring you here at Swansea Community Network. But so far, we're 2 for 2. A lacrosse game on Wednesday, and now we have baseball today against Fairhaven as we get ready here for the start of the second inning. Silva's second inning of work. As I said, Ryan Pyers, Matt Moniz, Aiden Smith due up for the Blue Devils. And here we go, top of the second. Beautiful April afternoon. Lots of sunshine, a little bit breezy, but can't ask for much else. It's Friday, April 10th. That is on the ground to third. Throw over to first, and we are one down to start the second. Play made out there by freshman Jet Vadabunker at third. And senior second baseman Matt Moniz, left-handed hitter, up for the Blue Devils. Still no hits in the game for either team. Fairhaven had 2 men reach in the first on a walk and an error. Cathcart was thrown out at second. And that's on the ground to first. Olmsteider is going to be there, no problem. And there's 2 away in the second. Look, Moniz hit that off the end of the bat. And Olmsteider had no issues with that one. Number 7 hitter, senior shortstop Aiden Smith for the Blue Devils, will be the third hit in the inning against Silva. Hasn't thrown many pitches. It's only his 5th pitch of the inning. And that misses low. And that's in for a called strike. And that's going to miss a little low, it looks like. 2-1 coming up here to Smith. And that's going to be up 3-1. Silva did have a walk in the first inning, the opening hitter of the game. A long at bat from Cathcart. I got it started. This is 3-1 to Smith, and that's going to miss low. Another walk. So Fairhaven works a walk. They get a runner on with 2 away in the top of the second. This is catcher Jackson Pont for the Blue Devils. Pont comes in as a sophomore, wears number 8. Silva worked effectively with the slide step in the first inning. Ended up leading to the runner being thrown out at second. He's going to throw over here, and sliding back in safely is Smith. Silva still hasn't allowed any hits. That's in for a called strike. Ahead here to the sophomore number 8 hitter for the Blue Devils, 0-1. Smith takes his lead at first. It's a decent-sized lead he has over there. Silva looks over twice. Here's the throw, cut on and missed. It'll be 0-2 to punt. Silva one pitch away from getting out of danger. Throws over again, sliding back in safe is Smith. Don't want to forget about him there. Good size lead. Throw goes home, cut on and missed. And that concludes the top of the second.
That was good. That was good. You were right. Good job.
18 pitches in the inning for Silva brings us up to 38 total for the game. The Blue Devils don't score any runs. They leave one on. And no errors in the inning. 4, 5, 6 due up for Case. Devin Murphy, Reed Olmschneider, Lucas Bulio. All three hitters that came up in the first inning went down via a called third strike as LaMontagne was on point in the bottom of the first. Fairhaven has to send out someone else to warm up the pitcher as Pont was the final out of the inning and therefore had to go put the gear back on. Very early in the year, hard to really tell how things are going to go. Case coming off a tournament berth in the last few seasons. We were supposed to bring a playoff game here 2 or 3 years ago against Linvogue Tech, and then Linvogue Tech's bus actually broke down on the way down to the game. They had to reschedule to a day that we were unable to film the game here at Swansea Community Network. As I said before, we're gonna try to bring you as many games as possible. LaMontagne, 3 strikeouts in the first, all called third strikes. Devin Murphy will get it started, 4, 5, 6, as I said before. For the Cardinals, looking to put the ball in play. LaMontagne only had 12 pitches to pick up those 3 strikeouts, too. Murphy looks at a called strike. LaMontagne with that big leg kick. I'm not sure how tall he is, but he's looks pretty tall from here. Murphy, ground ball up the third base line. Play is made. Got off the end of the bat, and there's one away. Play was made by Kyle Soares out at third for the Blue Devils. So Murphy out on the ground out. And here is Reed Olmschneider, junior son of head coach Dave Olmschneider for the Cardinals. And a foul pop-up behind me, and that will land in School Street, and someone will go track that down. LaMontagne getting the sign from his catcher. It's 0-1 here to Olmschneider in the bottom of the second. Still 0-0 between Case and Fairhaven. Olmschneider on the ground to short. Play defensively is made, and the throw on to first. And 2 away in the bottom of the second. Aiden Smith with the play out there for the Blue Devils. It's the littlest amount of wind blows the papers everywhere. Right fielder Lucas Bulio, the only senior in the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Number 26 up to bat. And that's on the ground as well, up the middle to short. Play is made, the throw is high, and they still got him. That brought the first baseman off the bag, that high throw, but the umpire said he got his foot back down in time. And that will do it for the bottom of the second. 3 up, 3 down again for the Cardinals, but they put the ball in play each time. As we get to the top of the third, it'll be 9-1-2 for the Blue Devils. Kyle Soares, Luke Cathcart, and then Nick LaJoy for Fairhaven. That was only 5 pitches. And only 5 pitches in the inning for LaMontagne. It's the 17 for the game. Silva comes in with 38 pitches. No hits for either team. Fairhaven has had 3 men reach base, 2 via a walk and 1 on an error. Case has been 6 up and 6 down. A longtime nemesis of Swansea Community Network is the wind, as you can hear in the broadcast. We want to thank our director Adam Kitchen for the setup that was required to finally, after all these years, be able to bring live baseball, softball, and lacrosse games to you here this spring. Jonah Creaney and Lucy Cabral also part of the broadcast team here at Case High School today. I believe we have a 3-camera approach going. I see Jonah Creaney out to my right with that first base camera. We have one behind home plate. And we had one in center field that I heard was being slightly uncooperative before, but I think that's been corrected. Good. Getting a thumbs up from Lucy Cabral over there at the production van as we get started here in the top of the third. Kyle Soares takes a called third strike as we're underway here. At the top of the third, Soares, a sophomore third baseman for the Blue Devils. Another left-handed hitter for Fairhaven. That's 4 in the starting lineup for them. And that's a ball low, 1-1. All things considered, Silva's pitching well. No hits allowed. It's his 41st pitch. It's fouled at the plate. It'll go to 1-2 on Soares.
Thank you anyway, Josh.
And cut on and miss. That ball gets away, though. They have to throw it down to first to get the out, and they're not going to do it. So Soares strikes out, but reaches first on the wild pitch.
Never know. Hey, if he shows, bunt one.
So that's 2 strikeouts in the game for Silva, but that runner reaches first as we go back to the top of the order for Luke Cathcart, who had an excellent opening plate appearance. He went from 0-2 and worked a walk, throw over to first. He's back in safe.
Right there.
So Soares at first, held on by Reed Olmschneider. Here's the pitch, pulls bunt back. That ball gets away from Murphy. And Soares will reach second on the wild pitch. And the Blue Devils with a man in scoring position now. Cathcart worked a walk his first time up, and then was caught stealing at second. Murphy threw him out. Soares himself at second. Bunting, and that's fouled behind. Be 2-1. Third baseman Jet Vadebunker getting some tips from Coach Dave Olmschneider about how to field the bunt. I'd expect another bunt attempt here from Cathcart, and Silva going to step off. Showing bunt again. The bunt is fouled to the left. That'll be 2 strikes. I'd be surprised if there's another bunt attempt here. It'll be 2-2. On the leadoff man for Fairhaven, Nick LaJoy to follow. Top of the third, no score. And on the ground to short. The play is made over at first. The man advances to third. So Cathcart is out on the ground ball to short. Jacob Weisberg, no problem defensively. Now Fairhaven has a man at third with only 1 out in the inning for number 2 hitter Nick LaJoy. He reached first in the first inning on an error. Ended up stealing second, but he went no further than that. Murphy with the block, no advancement from Soares. It'll be 1-0 to LaJoy. Cardinal infield is playing in, so they will attempt to throw that runner out at home should he advance on a ground ball. Outfield still playing at the normal depth. 1-0 count coming up to LaJoy. And that'll miss low and outside. 2-0 to the senior Blue Devil, their center fielder in this game. Pitcher Evan Lamontagne waits on deck. And that misses outside as well. That'll be 3-0. Silva already with 2 walks in the game. 3-0 to LaJoy. And that also misses, and Fairhaven works the walk. That does put the double play in order. That runner after the walk attempted to advance to second, but the umpire had called time at the plate, and therefore that runner has to go back to first. Their Fairhaven coaches weren't too happy about that. The umpire's out explaining that to them now. Now I'm interested to see if Fairhaven's going to attempt to steal here. After LaJoy walked, he just attempted to go right to second base, but time was called at home plate by the umpire. He had to go back. They're going to try to pick him off at first. He's in there safe. Joy looks like he's going to take off for second. There he goes. The bunt is down. They're going to throw it over to first. And that's a sacrifice bunt as LaJoy takes second. That'll be 2 men on in scoring position for the Blue Devils as Lamontagne put that sack bunt down. And this is Jackson Williams, the sophomore right fielder for Fairhaven. And he cuts out and misses there at the first pitch. The 0-1.
Good head, Sam. Austin. Let's go. Good.
Silva looking to get out of a humongous jam here. He had a runner at third with only one out. And fouled behind, it'll be 0-2. This would be huge for Silva to escape from this. Runners at second and third. 0-2 count to the four-hitter. Jackson Williams, the right fielder for the Blue Devils, and time is called at the plate. And a called third strike, and that ends the inning. That was actually, Ryan LeBlanc was brought in as a pinch hitter, number 6. He looks at a called third strike. That concludes the inning. 16 pitches for Silva brings him to 54 in total in the game. And the Blue Devils leave 2 stranded. As LeBlanc goes down on strikes.
Go, got hit now. Let's go. Come on, Ricky. Thatabunker to pose a sail top.
7-8-9 for the Cardinals coming up here.
Let's go. Hey, 4.
Thatabunker, Raposa, and Sale followed by the top of the order. They've been 6 up, 6 down so far. Have been the Cardinals. 3 strikeouts in the first and 3 ground balls in the second. Let's check on the viewership right now.
Here we go, 4. Hey, Jet! Hey, Jet! Now batting, number 4,
Thank you for the comments left on the live stream. For those that have tuned in, for going in and out of watching that live broadcast. As I said, I appreciate your support here at Swansea Community Network. 7-8-9 due up for the Cardinals. Freshman Jet Vadabunker, third baseman, going to take a called strike. Lamontagne only had 5 pitches last inning. Be his 19th pitch of the game. 3 strikeouts in the first, 3 groundouts in the second. Vadabunker, a left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower, and he cuts out and misses at that. 0-2 to the freshman. And he swings and misses there. Lamontagne fooled him on that one. And there's 1 away. In the bottom of the third, DH Ethan Raposa. He's batting on behalf of pitcher Austin Silva here. Raposa Jr. wears number 6, number 8 hitter in the lineup. Facing Lamontagne, he misses low there. It'll be 1-0. Cardinals yet to reach base in the game. 0-0, bottom of the third. And that's a called strike. Montaigne is not misfiring much in this game so far. And that misses high. 2-1 to the junior DH. Second baseman Gavin Sale to follow. And fouled to the right. He stays alive.
Come on, 6, hey, man! There you go, 6, there you go, 6.
2-2. Yeah, another called strike.
Here we go.
Raposo down on strikes. Make that 5 Ks for LaMontagne in the game. It's been 8 up, 8 down against this Case lineup. And sophomore Gavin Sale, left-handed number 9 hitter, up to the plate should he reach. Leadoff man Aaron Sellers will be up. And Sale looks at a ball up and away as the wind, the nemesis of our broadcasts everywhere, picks up. Sale wears number 3, sophomore, second baseman. And that's a strike at the knees. They 1-1.
Go 9. Get off for 9. Get off for 9.
And swings and misses. Might have been a foul tip, actually. It'll be 1-2. Montaigne looking to punch out his 6th man of the game here. 1-2 count to Sale. And he got a swing and a miss. It's 9 up, 9 down for LaMontagne. Throws 12 pitches in the inning. 29 total. He's got 6 strikeouts. As this game is breezing right by as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Still 0-0 and a groundbreaking day here at Swansea Community Network. First ever live broadcast of a baseball game. This is Tyler Clark for Swansea Community Network. We thank you for tuning in, supporting small town work here at Swansea Community Network. Director Adam Kitchen, joined this game by Lucy Cabral and Jonah Creaney on the production staff, helping it make it possible. And any other games that we do for baseball this year, we're also hoping to be able to do live, thanks to the new Swansea Community Network van that we got in the fall. For the Blue Devils in the top of the 4th, it'll be 5, 6, 7. Ryan Pyers, Matt Moniz, and Aiden Smith due up for the Blue Devils. One-time head coach Rudy Bolger was a great athlete here in the southeastern Mass area for a number of years before he became head coach of the Blue Devils. Senior Ryan Pyers, he grounded to third his first time up. He looks at a called first strike, to get us started in the top of the 4th. Silva coming in with 54 pitches. This is number 56 on the ground. Line drive up the middle, and that's the first hit for either team.
How did that happen? Come on.
Base hit for Pyers. And Matt Moniz now up to bat. The senior second baseman for Fairhaven. He grounded out to first baseman Reed Oldenschneider. His first time up, Oldenschneider stepped on the bag. They're going to throw over to first. Fairhaven's had a man on every inning. They've made it as far as third base, but they have not gone further than that. And that's a called strike. Pitch to Mona, showing bunt, gets it down, up the third base line, and it's foul. If that had drifted fair, that probably would have been an infield single. Fairhaven is not afraid to bunt it. Evan LaMontagne, the 3-hitter, actually dropped a bunt down in the last inning successfully. The Blue Devils with a man at first. And fouled behind onto School Street. It'll be 0-2 to Moniz. He's going to step off, and nothing will happen from there.
Okay. You start, you finish.
Fairhaven has left 4 men on so far in the game. He has committed 1 error. The 0-2 pitch coming up to Moniz, and he fouls that one behind, and that careens near the parking lot to the right of Case High School. They'll have to send someone out to go get that ball. But Moniz stays alive. Pyre's still over at first. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, misses a little low. 1-2 to Moniz. Second baseman for the Blue Devils, Aiden Smith, waits on deck. And stepping off is Silva.
Go off, go back.
And that skips in the dirt. There's no advancement. Murphy blocked that quite well. And throw over at first, diving back in safely is Pyers. Still waiting at first following his single that got the inning started. 2-2 coming up to Moniz. And in the air down the right field line. That's going to be danger, but it's caught down the right field line by Bulio. And there's one away. I thought that was initially drifting more down the line than it actually was. The play is made, no advancement from the runner. And Aiden Smith, senior shortstop for the Blue Devils, now up. He walked in his first plate appearance. Smith going to go talk to his coach for a moment. As Murphy went out to say something as well to Silva. I'm not sure what the discussion was about, but we resume play. One away in the top of the first. So the number 7 hitter for the Blue Devils, and a breaking ball swung on and missed. Silva's only given up 1 hit, and that's in this inning, by Ryan Pyers, who stands over at first, and he throw over to first. Diving back in is Pyers. And throwing over again. Silva is not afraid to throw that ball over. He's done it every inning for everyone that's been on, at least once. Slide step. Back to the pitcher and over his head into center field, and it skips by the center fielder. That runner's going to go to third, and that throw, he's going to be in safely. Smith reaches on the single. I thought for a moment that Silva was going to get his hands on that. Pyers advances to third. And the Blue Devils with runners at first and third with only one out for Jackson Pont. That runner at first will probably be off to second. And they're going to throw over. Oh, that's going to be very close. Safe. They almost picked him off, but he dove in safely. They did get him leaning. It's Smith over at first. They're going to throw again. A little more cautious this time is Smith. Pyers at third. Smith at first. Not off is Smith. He's going to stay there. Ball misses outside to Pont. He struck out to conclude the second inning. But he's got two men out there. Throws over to first again, and diving back in safe. Smith is playing a dangerous game out there. He has been safe by an inch both times. In the air down the right field line, I think that's going to go out of play, and it lands over the fence near that marshy area. And Pont will try again. Throw over, diving in, no issues that time. Silva's got a good move over to first. He almost, twice now, he's almost picked off Smith. Slide step, misses high and away. A walk here would load the bases. And that misses high again. That runner is going to take second. Ball misses high. Smith takes second, almost uncontested. Looks like he was baiting Murphy to throw it down. It's going to be 3-1 now to Pont. We get two runners in scoring position. And that's fouled behind off the fists. And that'll be a full count.
Gotta keep it in, let's go.
3-2 count to Pont. Runners at second and third, one away here in the top of the fourth. And Silva steps off. And fouled to the right, off speed pitch on the full count. And we'll try that again. Silva throwing a lot of pitches in the inning. And he's still not out of it. 3-2 to Pont. Number 9 hitter Kyle Soares waits on deck. And Silva steps off. Three-two pitch, high pop up behind, and that is going to, oh, that clanged off of a vehicle that was in motion. Oh dear. And that vehicle just stopped as the attention is now being paid back there. That is most unfortunate timing. And we're back to a 3-2 count in the game. I'll give you an update about that car in a moment. And that is to left and down, base hit. That scores one. They're going to hold the second runner. And it's an RBI single for punt. And Fairhaven strikes first. In the top of the fourth, it's 1-0 Blue Devils for Kyle Soares, the 9-hitter. Fairhaven back to runners at first and third. I'd expect to see Pont off for second at some point. Silva running into problems in this inning. That's down in the air to left field, down the line. Is that going to be caught? It's caught in left. They're going to tag up. That throw is going to come in to second, and he's safe. That'll be a sac fly. So Soares out on the sacrifice fly, picks up the RBI. And it's 2-0 Blue Devils following the sac fly. Pont advances to second. And we go back to the top of the order for left fielder Luke Cathcart. He comes in 0 for 1. He walked and then grounded out in the third. Another man in scoring position for the Blue Devils as Jackson Pont stands at second. Ball's in the dirt, gets by Murphy. Advancement to third, sliding in safe. Pont advances on the wild pitch. Makes it a little bit easier to score for Fairhaven now. And Coach Dave Obsteider going to call a timeout. Go check on Silva here. So 23 pitches in the inning. Some 77 in total, and he's still not out of it. Two away in the top of the fourth. Luke Cathcart, senior left fielder for the Blue Devils, stands at the plate. He misses high as Silva. A laborious inning for the Cardinals starter. And that misses inside. Cathcart's already walked once. He's a pitch away from another one. And he puts it in play to second. The throw is made to first, and the inning is over. But the Blue Devils, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits, and they strand 1. They've stranded 5 runners so far in this game. I'm getting a look of approval from Lucy Cabral right now as she stands to my left. Her husband's the one that's been helping me with the pitch count in the game. I have to give him a shout out. How many pitches in the inning for 23 pitches in the inning? I thought he had 23. 23. A little off. Forward the pitch count. 23 pitches in the inning. I think he had 18 when I was mentioning it earlier. I think we were off by some. Regardless, we don't really keep track of that here at Swansea Community Network.
How many pitches?
I love your voice.
Say it one more time. Oh,
What about it? Gotta work it up. Let's get above 9.
Checking the live stream. Again, this is new to me. We've never had a
For the first live stream.
well, first live stream of a baseball game. We're up to 5.
Holy smokes.
Again, if you're watching this live, we appreciate your support here of Swansea Community Network. Any other games that we do this spring, we're hoping to be able to do live thanks to the tireless work of Director Adam Kitchen and others who help out with the broadcast. For now, it's a 2-0 Fairhaven lead as pitcher Evan LaMontagne has faced 9 hitters so far in the game. None of them have reached base. 3 strikeouts, followed by 3 groundouts, and then 3 more strikeouts. That's 6 strikeouts in total, 4 of those looking. As we hit the bottom of the 4th, and it's 1-2-3 due up again for the Cardinals. Aaron Sellers, Jacob Weisberg, and Aiden Borges for Case. Blue Devils lead in this one 2-0. LaMontagne has been completely locked in.
There you go, 9.
But this is the second time that the Cardinals have seen him. We might see some changes in the approach, and just like that, on the ground to third, knocked down. The throw still made in plenty of time. And there's one away. That was a rope over to Kyle Soares. But he did what he needed to do. He knocked it down, took his time, and threw out Sellers at first. But 1 pitch, 1 out. And junior Jacob Weisberg up to bat. Left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. And he looks at a ball a little outside. LaMontagne, thus far, has faced 10 hitters, and they've all gotten out. And that's up as well. It'll be 2-0. One of the few favorable counts so far in the game for the Cardinals. To Weisberg. And that's up as well, 3-0. Case is a pitch away from its first base runner of the game. And that's in for a called strike. It'll be 3-1. So hold off on the first base runner of the game. LaMontagne, this is like Chris Sale on the mound. He just gets the ball and he's ready to go immediately. And that's in for a strike as well. Weisberg thought it was ball 4. And instead the count is full. 3-2. And on the ground to short. Ranging up the middle, throw to first. And the out is made. So Weisberg gets it to a full count, but pretty straightforward defensive play made out there by Aiden Smith for the Blue Devils. And Borges up. If the pattern continues of 3 strikeouts, then 3 groundouts, and 3 strikeouts, followed by 2 groundouts, wisdom would hold that Borges will also ground out here if the pattern were to continue. And he swings and misses there. Cardinals still looking for their first base runner. 11 up, 11 down so far. Borges, the junior center fielder, number 3 hitter for the Cardinals.
That was number 2 here.
They have just faced Fairhaven coach is asking for an appeal. They think that the ball hit the bat. I don't think it did from my angle over here.
Hi, David.
The manager, Rudy Bulger's, insisting that that ball hit the bat. I don't think that it did. I don't know what that sound was, but I don't think it was that. I mean, I'm right here, and I don't think that that hit the bat. He was looking for an appeal, but the home plate umpire denied the appeal. And that's in for a called strike. And it'll be 1-2 to Borges. LaMontagne just completely dialed in this game. And high pop-up behind. And it almost hit another vehicle that was in motion. That one did not. There was a red car that was coming by. I think that the original car that it hit ended up being fine. I didn't hear much else come of that. Gonna try again to Borges. And another foul pop-up behind into the danger zone where those vehicles are. Looks like that landed in the island in between the roadways. But Borges with a good at bat. He's making LaMontagne throw a few extra pitches. Here it comes again, and swung on and missed. Down on strikes is Borges. And the Cardinals still have yet to reach base. You have a pitch count? 13 pitches in the inning for LaMontagne, being extremely efficient with his pitches as well. And we enter the fifth. Ooh, that wind picks up again. 2-3-4 due up for Fairhaven. And then a pitching change going to be made here for the Cardinals. And they're going to put in number 19, Zach Valancourt. Valancourt, a freshman pitcher. He'll get his first action here in the top of the fifth. Fairhaven with a 2-0 lead right now. Once again, I thank you for tuning in and joining us here at Swansea Community Network. Tyler Clark, for my 40th year, it feels like I've been doing Swansea Community Network work. That's really, geez, let's do some math here. 17 years I've been doing this for Swansea. As a cameraman for many years, the broadcaster was the late, great, the legend, the man, the myth himself, Paul Summers. May he rest in peace for Swansea Community Network. He was a long-time announcer. I was the cameraman, and then I ended up taking the reins in about 2013, 2014 area, and we are still doing games to this day. Can't bring you everything, can't do football, basketball, or at least live anymore, but we're excited to be able to bring baseball and softball to you. As Valancourt will get ready for his first action. Silva unofficially ends the day at 77 pitches. Feels like there were more than that. We have 2-3-4 for the Blue Devils. LaJoy, LaMontagne, and then LeBlanc hit for Jackson Williams last inning, or excuse me, the last time he was up in the third, which I missed until after the strikeout had been made. I'm curious who will come up third for Fairhaven here. But again, it started as Nick LaJoy. He comes in 0 for 1. He reached base both times he was up. The first time he reached on an error and stole second. The second time he walked and ended up making it to second on a sacrifice bunt, but went no further. So officially his second at bat here. is LaJoy, and that misses high from Valancourt. And that's fouled behind, and geez, 2 strikes on the center fielder for Fairhaven. Joy, number 1. One of the 6 seniors in the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Valancourt's pitch belted down the left field line. Is that going to stay fair? It does. It drops fair. That's going to be at least a double. LaJoy on to second. He's in standing, and it's a double to get it started in the top of the 5th for the Blue Devils. Evan LaMontagne can help himself out. He comes in 0 for 1, flew out to center his first time, dropped down a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
In on second, bunt 1. Get up,
He's playing, gets corners in here as a called first strike to LaMontagne. Holmschneider and Vadabunker both playing in, possibly expecting a bunt, although I'd be surprised with a runner at second. Pitch to LaMontagne down the right field line. Is that going to stay fair? It's caught down the right field line. That runner will tag, head to third. What a throw! Oh my goodness! That throw almost nailed that runner. But the out is made down the right field line by Bulio. I think he was in foul territory when he caught it. LaJoy advances to third. And this is still LeBlanc up there. He pinch hit for Jackson Williams in the first inning. High foul pop-up. That's going to land a few feet, and it bounces into School Street as 2 fans go running after it. LeBlanc struck out to end the 3rd inning, his first time up. I'm not sure why there was a pinch hitter in for Williams. And that's blistered down the right field line. He's very ahead of it. It'll be 0-2. To LeBlanc. I'm not going crazy. I did check to make sure it was Williams in the starting lineup, and it was. But Valancourt ahead 0-2 here on LeBlanc. And line far shot to center. That should score the run. The catch is made. Here comes the throw home, and he is safe. And LeBlanc with the sac fly. I thought initially that was a lot further than it was, but it gets the job done. It's 3-0 Blue Devils. They've now gotten 2 runs home on sacrifice flies. That's how you play small ball. And one of those men that scored of the 3 runs is Ryan Pyers up to the plate. He comes in 1 for 2, grounded out to third his first time up, and singled and scored. The last inning off of Silva, he looks at a high ball. Valancourt's pitch fouled to the left. It'll be 1-1. Pyers, a senior first baseman, number 9 for Fairhaven. And ball misses high. That's a called strike. 2-2 up here to Pyers as Valancourt looks to work out of the inning. Nobody on for the Blue Devils, but they do have a run across so far. Fairhaven's had at least one man reach base every inning. And time called at home plate. And swung on and missed. Valancourt records a strikeout. That concludes the top of the 5th. The Blue Devils get one home on one hit, and they strand none. That's the first inning where they actually haven't stranded any runners. They have a 3-0 lead. And unfortunately, Case is out there facing Evan LaMontagne, who is absolutely firing on everything this game. He's faced 12 hitters. He's gotten them all out. He's got 7 strikeouts. Case coming up, though, with 4, 5, 6. Devin Murphy, Reed Olmschneider, and Lucas Bullio for their second look. Let's check the stats on the live. We're up to 3.
Get it now. Let's go. Bobby.
Really?
I'll explain more later. For those leaving comments on the live feed, I thank you for your kind words. I know who you all are. I don't want to say that live, and it won't make any sense from people that watch this in the future from now, but those that are posting the live comments, I thank you. I hear comment on that later, but thanks for tuning in and listening to the broadcast. 4, 5, 6 for the Cardinals due up. Murphy, Olmschneider, and Bullio. Murphy grounded out to third in the second inning as LaMontagne has still yet to surrender a base runner, and that lands on the island in between the cars in front of the high school.
Let's go, Dev. Go.
Dad!
And another foul behind. That lands again. And Murphy behind in the count, 0-2. This has been an extremely impressive performance out there from LaMontagne. And it's 0-2 to Murphy, and a time is called at home plate. He's looking for a base runner of any kind. The alarm of a car going off behind us. Probably could hear that on the broadcast, but that's been settled. Olmschneider now with 2 balls to give to the umpire when he heads up to bat. And Murphy looks at a ball up and away.
You go up, I got my towels.
1-2 to Murphy, the catcher for Case. Number 10, junior. Talked to his mom before the game started. And on the ground to short. Not very well hit. Throw made over at first. And there's one away in the bottom of the 5th. Reed Olmschneider up to bat. He grounded out to short. His first time up too. Case has yet to really even hit the ball hard in play. The groundouts have been fairly weak in the game. Olmschneider with his second look, and he fouls that behind. He grounded to short in the second. Olmschneider, a junior first baseman for the Cardinals, wears number 14. 14th hitter for the Cardinals. Facing off against LaMontagne. Curveball, my goodness, the break on that thing was beautiful. And it's 0-2 to Reed. LaMontagne gets his pitch. And here it comes, and misses high. The 1-2 on Olmschneider. Lucas Bulio waits on deck. And cut on and missed. And 2 are away in the bottom of the 5th. And here's right fielder Lucas Bulio. He also grounded to short than his first time up. LaMontagne directing his third baseman to play in a bit. Bulio looks at a called first strike. Cardinals looking to get anything going, any base runner that they can get at this point. LaMontagne is just completely locked in, and that's on the ground to third, up the line, foul. That could have been the opportunity for a very long throw or an infield single, but alas, it'll be 1-2 on Bulio. LaMontagne is ready, but time was called. LaMontagne is still ready up there. He doesn't waste any time at all. He gets that ball and he's on the mound. And to right, to second, that's bobbled. That throw is still made safe out there. The Cardinals finally have a base runner.
Let's go, Luke. Anyway, kid.
Bulio reaches on an error by second baseman Matt Moniz, but the Cardinals have a base runner. Freshman Jet Vadabunker up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. And for the first time all game, LaMontagne is out of the stretch. Throw over to first, diving back in safe is Bulio. Another throw over, diving back in safe is Bulio. LaMontagne with a great pickoff move there. Vadabunker, the freshman third baseman, number 4, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch, and it's high. Bulio, the first base runner all game for the Cardinals. They still don't have a hit. And that misses high again, 2-0. Case possibly with some momentum. Currently 3-0 lead for Fairhaven. Throw over again to first. And diving back in again is Bulio. Been some very, very close pickoffs at first for both teams now. LaMontagne brings it, called strike to Vadabunker. Another throw over to first. Diving back in is Bulio. And on the ground to short, takes a bad hop and gets by. Runner off to third, they're gonna throw it down, and Eason safe, that ball gets by too. No one advances. And the Cardinals finally with some momentum here in the inning. Comes via 2 errors, but at this point they'll take it. The Cardinals have now runners at second and third. For DH Ethan Raposa, they're putting it in play and good things are happening. LaMontagne with his first danger of the game. First time the Cardinals have gotten anyone in scoring position. They had nobody on base before the inning started. Silva down the right field line and almost caught at first by Pyers, but just past his glove. And the Cardinals will try again. Raposa the DH, he's not playing the field. Now taking the place of Valancourt in the lineup, the newly inserted pitcher. Gavin Sale waits on deck, hoping to get a chance to bat, and that ball misses up and away. LaMontagne with by far the most pitches he's thrown in an inning so far.
Come on, kid.
And misses up again. Cardinals working the count. And that's fouled behind. Raposa looking to get both of those men home. 3-0 lead for the Blue Devils. Bottom 5, 2 outs. Cardinals with their first opportunity of the game for some runs. And misses a little up. Here it comes to Raposa. LaMontagne deals. And called third strike. You got him on the inside corner. So the Cardinals' scoring opportunity, unfortunately, does not pan out. I have to find out from the official scorer if either of Coach Dave Osheider out talking to the home plate umpire about some sort of change. I need to find out if either of those are recorded in the official book as hits or not.
Put him out at that.
Regardless, they left 2 on. I have it in my book as 2 errors, but I'm not the official scorekeeper.
Yeah.
That was 21 pitches in the inning. Thank you. So 21 pitches in the inning for LaMontagne. That brings him up to 63 total. As we head to the top of the 6th, 3-0 lead for the Blue Devils. 6, 7, 8 due up. Monas, Smith, and Pont. I've said this multiple times now, but I thank you for joining us if you're watching this as the live broadcast. Checking in now. Viewership.
Go now.
Come on, Mo, start us off. Go, Mo, speed Mickey here. Go back to him, come on.
Valancourt out. Her second inning of work will get it started against Matt Monas, who comes at 0 for 2. Grounded to first and fly to right in his 2 at-bats. Puts that in play. Chopper up the middle. Weisberg's throw over to first gets him by a step, and there's 1 away. To start the 6th. Senior Aiden Smith, shortstop, due up next for the Blue Devils. He's 1 for 1. He walked in his first plate appearance and then singled and later scored on the Kyle Soares sacrifice fly. And he gets hit by the pitch. That's one way to reach first. And the Blue Devils once again have a runner on. Catcher Jackson Pont struck out and then had an RBI single his last time up. That makes him 1 for 2 in the game. And swung on and missed is Pont as Smith takes his lead. Smith is the only player who has reached base every time he's been up in the game. Throw over to first by Valancourt. And diving back in is Smith. What is it? Okay. What did Case score it as? What did Case score it as? Is it hit? I'll make that change. Runner off for second. But the foul ball is tipped. And that runner has to retreat back. Our opening broadcast of Case Baseball in the 2026 spring season. Tyler Clark, Swansea Community Network. Thank you for joining us, whether it's live or after the fact on our YouTube channel or Comcast cable number 95. We appreciate your support as always. And another foul behind. 2 strikes now on Pont. Correction, there already were 2 strikes. There continue to be 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 6th, 3-0. Currently is the lead for Fairhaven. Runner off for second. throw is gonna be safe. So Smith records a stolen base. And that puts a runner in scoring position for Fairhaven. Pond already has 1 RBI. He can pick up another one here with a hit. Almost certainly would score a run. That misses outside. Have a correction to make to the scorebook when Case gets up. And in the gap to left center, that looks playable, and it is caught. The runner will tag. Interesting decision, but it's going to pay off. He makes it into safely to third. So Smith tags, makes it up to third. The catch was made in center field by Borges. And there are now 2 away in the top of the 6th. For number 9 hitter Kyle Soares. He struck out his first time up, but reached on a wild pitch and hit a sacrifice fly last time. And he looks at a called strike there. So Soares comes in 0 for 1 with an RBI. He has another man over at third. And fouled. And we'll try again. I mentioned before, Fairhaven has gotten someone on base every inning. And that's a little low and outside. And in the air to left center field, Borges is there, puts it away. And no runs come across, so Fairhaven does not score any runs. They do not get any hits, and they strand 1. So 6 runners left on base so far for the Blue Devils. So a correction to the last inning. I had 2 errors. The official scorebook had Vadabunker reaching on a single. How many pitches? 13 pitches, thank you, for Valancourt in the inning. I'm not sure how many he had the first time. He was 14, so he's up to 27. So the Cardinals actually, unofficially, well, officially according to the official book, I suppose. I'm not the official book. They do have a hit now. Nevada Bunkers. I was going to say that one could have gone either way. That looked like that kind of careened away from the shortstop. Lucy Cabral went to find that out from both sides. One of them had it as an error. The other one had it as a hit. I'm going off of what Case has, which was a hit. Currently for the Cardinals, they have 9, 1, and 2 due up, which is Sale, Sellers, and Weisberg. The temperature has dropped significantly in the past 15 minutes. This game did yet have a bit of a late start. This game was originally supposed to start at 3:45. It didn't. First pitch wasn't until about 4:12. I was told there was an issue with the Fairhaven bus, which delayed it a bit. But we're encroaching here on about 2 hours of playtime, which is about right for a high school baseball game.
Need traffic. Let's go, guys. Need traffic.
Montaigne still out there. Only gave it up 2 base runners all game. He gave up an error and officially a hit last inning. The Cardinals got men to second and third. Got a strikeout that ended the inning. This will be the 3rd time around once Sellers gets up for the Cardinals. 9-1-2, Sale, Sellers, and Weisberg. 3-0 lead still for the Blue Devils. Same pitcher out there. LaMontagne is at 63 pitches. It's pitching extremely effectively. And that's fouled behind onto School Street. And into the neighboring driveway of that house over there. I wonder how many balls has been hit into that yard over the years of baseball here. Took off my sunglasses, but I need to put it back on again. It's a little brighter than it seems. That's a chopper in front of the plate. That is a difficult play, but it goes foul. Had that stayed fair, Sale probably would have beat that out for an infield single.
That's such a...
But it's 0-2. LaMontagne with 9 strikeouts. And chopper down the third base line, and it goes foul. Sale, a sophomore, and he looks at that one high. 1-2. The Cardinals' second baseman. Aaron Sellers waits on deck. And that's at the ball outside. Working the count to 2-2 now. Is Sale. Cardinals looking for base runners. They didn't have any all game until last inning. They had 2 of them. And another high pop up behind, almost an identical place as the last one. And a fan goes to get that one. It remains 2-2 to Sale. Bottom of the 6th. And he looks at that one outside. What a bat from Gavin Sale. Getting the pitch count up for LaMontagne a bit too. It's a 3-2 count. Sale's worked this from 0-2. And he works a walk. The first walk of the game surrendered by LaMontagne. And sophomore Aaron Sellers, the left fielder, up for the Cardinals. Speed at first, speed at the plate. And that misses inside. LaMontagne getting a bit wild in this inning. That was his first walk of the game to Sale. Sellers is 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the first. He grounded to third in the 4th inning. And that's on the line shot up the middle. Base hit for the Cardinals. They're going to hold a runner at second. Case looks like they finally cracked LaMontagne here. So that was the first clean single of the game for the Case. Sellers now at first. Runners on first and second for the Cardinals for Weisberg. Jacob Weisberg, the junior shortstop for the Cardinals. He struck out and grounded out, and a timeout is called by Rudy Bulger for Fairhaven as he slowly makes his way to the mound. They're going to check on LaMontagne. First time Case has had runners out in the game with no outs. First 14 hitters were all retired by LaMontagne. And the 5th inning, Bulio reached on an error. Vadabunker followed with a wonky single that I originally had considered an error. That got runners to second and third before Ethan Raposa struck out to end the inning. Now we have a walk and a single to start things in the bottom of the 6th for Weisberg. Time is called and granted, and they'll try again. And that's a little up and away. Good eye from Weisberg. Aiden Borges waits on deck. Cardinals showing some fight here. Still 3-0 lead for the Blue Devils. Pitch to Weisberg. Skips in the dirt, but blocked. And caught behind the plate by Pont. But it's 2-0. Cardinals looking like they could finally break into the scoring column in the inning. The best opportunity they've had. No outs. And that's fouled behind. It'll go to 2-1 on Weisberg.
Come on, Jacob. Come on.
And that misses high as well. 3-1 to Weisberg. LaMontagne was on cruise control for most of this game, but the last 2 innings, Cardinals have worked counts and put the ball in play. 3-1 to Weisberg. The walk here loads the bases, and it misses high, and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th for Aiden Borges. I don't see anyone warming up in the Fairhaven bullpen. I finally see somebody out there now. It looks like number 5, Gavin Bourgeois. But I mean, this is the money zone right now for the Cardinals. Bases loaded, no outs. They trail by 3 in the bottom of the 6th. That ball misses inside to Borges. He's 0 for 2 at 2 strikeouts. Cardinals have 2 walks and a single in the inning. And they're going to pick up first. Oh, he dives in safe. Boy, if that throw had been more on line, I don't know. Weisberg may have been picked off there, but for now, bases remain loaded. 1-0 count to Borges. High pop up to left center field. That should at least score 1. Catch is made in center. They're going to tag up the runner. Never mind. They're going to send him back. It's a good thing they did. He would have been out by 5 feet. And that does not get the run home. That was not quite deep enough. So Fairhaven records their first out. The bases remain loaded for Devin Murphy.
Hey, head up, let's go.
Murphy's grounded out twice in the game. Fairhaven playing their corners in. Second and short at a normal depth as Rudy Bulger heads out again. We might be seeing a pitching change here. And I think we are. And they will take the ball from LaMontagne. And that brings in number 5, Gavin Bourgeois, for the Blue Devils. Bourgeois is a junior pitcher and a utility player. And we're going to let Bourgeois warm up for a little bit. I'll step away so we can have some time to warm up.
Great. Good job.
There hasn't been Would you say that's how you say?
Now batting, number 10.
And Devin Murphy, junior catcher for the Cardinals, up to bat. Fairhaven has the corner still playing in, second and short at double play depth. But bases full of Cardinals. Sale at third, Sellers at second, Weisberg at first. That ball misses in the dirt from Bourgeois. It's 3-0 Fairhaven, bottom of the sixth, one out. Here at the Frank Antunes Field at Case High School. And that one's in the dirt as well. Here comes the runner home, and Sellers is in. Sorry, Sale is in. Sellers up to third, so Sale scores. Sellers to third, Weisberg to second. The Cardinals have broken into the scoring column. It's 3-1 Blue Devils. Bourgeois down 2-0. Murphy ready, that ball low again. Ball gets by. Here comes another run. And Sellers scores as well. And the Blue Devils suddenly allowing the Cardinals to score. It's 3-2 Case. Still trails, but the tying run is at third. And that ball misses again. Here comes the third Case run, all by wild pitches, and the game is tied. Murphy walks on 4 pitches. Yet on 3 pitches, the Cardinals have tied it. A pinch runner out there for Case. Lucas Fabiano out to run for Murphy. And very unexpectedly, we have a tie game. The go-ahead run at first is Devin Murphy. Bourgeois a bit wild since he's come in. It's 3-3. Throw over to first. Murphy dives back in safe. And once again they throw over, back in safely again. Bourgeois, junior pitcher for the Blue Devils. Not quite the start he was hoping for here. That's a little low and outside. This is Reed Olmschneider. He comes in 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. Throw over to first again. No slide this time. And again by the catcher. That will advance Murphy on the wild pitch. So the go-ahead run for the Cardinals is now at second.
Get him in. Come on now, let's go. Open it up here. Can't say what for.
Cardinals seem like they just have the take sign on until the strike is thrown. And that's low again by the catcher. And Murphy up to third as the go-ahead run.
Hey, what do you say, Reed?
Holmschneider getting directions from his father. Do not swing. It's 3-0.
Hey, let's go, kid. Come on now. Let's go 1-4.
And he actually is swinging away. Ground ball to first. Knocked down. That's going to get the run home. The Cardinals take the lead. Holmschneider with the RBI ground out. And very unexpectedly, the Cardinals have taken the lead in the bottom of the sixth. They currently lead this one 4-3 for Lucas Bulio. He's 0 for 2, pop up to right center, and the out is made there, no problem. But the Cardinals get 4 runs across, 3 of them coming on a wild pitch. They only had 1 hit, and they don't leave anybody on. Cardinals had 3 walks. They scored 3 runs on wild pitches, and they scored another run on an RBI ground out from Holmschneider. Pitching change for the Cardinals, freshman Nathan Todd in for trying for a save here. He'll have his work cut out for him as he's facing the top of the Fairhaven order. They have 1, 2, 3. Cathcart, LaJoy, and Lamontagne due up for the Blue Devils, who I think they're about as shell-shocked as I am over here about how that last inning just transpired. Well, 1 run will tie it, and at minimum send it to the bottom of the 7th. If the Blue Devils fail to score any runs, the Cardinals will win this one 4-3. And Murphy with another excellent throw down to second. So here we go for Nathan Todd, freshman right-handed pitcher for the Cardinals. He throws hard. He would earn a save if he does not allow any runs here. But it is the top of the Fairhaven order. Luke Cathcart. He's 0 for 2. He walked in the first. It was caught stealing. And then 2 ground outs to follow. And he looks at ball 1. And in the air to right field. Going back is Bulio. He's there. 1 away in the top of the 7th. Here's center fielder Nick LaJoy. LaJoy comes in 1 for 2. Peel, and that was a swinging strike there. LaJoy reached out an error in the first inning, walked in the 3rd, and then doubled and scored in the 5th. Our ball misses low. It'll be 1-1 to LaJoy. Todd is 2 outs away. from a save in this young season. Swung on and missed by LaJoy. Nice time for an off-speed pitch. That'll be 1-2 to the Fairhaven center fielder. Todd Breeds. Here's the pitch, and he got him looking. Called third strike to LaJoy. And the Cardinals are shockingly 1 out away from winning this game. It's Evan LaMontagne. He's 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. 2 flyouts. Fairhaven down to their last out. LaMontagne on the ground. It's short. The throw to first is made by Olmschneider. And the Cardinals win this one 4-3.
Wow.
A tiptoe catch over at first from Olmschneider. And the Cardinals win 4-3 in the first ever live broadcast of a baseball game here at JCHS High School. A stunning ending to this one. The win in the game goes to Valancourt. Todd picks up the save for the Cardinals. Once again, final score here, 4-3 at Case High School. This is Tyler Clark for Swansea Community Network. First ever live broadcast baseball game here on the network. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful night. Take care, everyone.